and direct. Oh, look at that. Do you see this? Look at that. What's this called? A jet? What is it called? What is this called? It's chemtrail.
No, that's not a chemtrail.
This is a chemtrail right here. Come there. You see in the center? It's coming straight down. So I want to talk about something. Here comes Steve. You guys, young ladies and gentlemen who are having children, I would highly recommend you be mindful and remember that you are your child's first teachers. Not the school system, not your in-laws, you as a parent. Your child watch what you do, not doesn't necessarily what you say, but we have to be mindful and really try our best to raise them in the fear and admonition of the Lord. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You can sit back quickly.
Is Samuel's knees okay? From where? Call and see. Or is she going to school?
She going to school.
Call her and see, or she went to school already? She said she was going to work late because she had school today. Is that what it was? So we're heading home. This is the suburban part of Norwalk, where they say over the river and through the woods, or is it over the hills and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh to the white and drifty snow. Yeah, this is like really suburban. If she's going to school or if she's at work, if she needs to pick her up, what's going on? Text her. It's a beautiful day right now. The clouds are have this orangey lava type you under the clouds.
That's from the sunset.
Yes, beautiful sunset it is. And I totally forgot that daylight savings was on Sunday. I remember they're saying roll back, but I totally forgot that we fell back an hour. So that's why a lot of people feel like they're fully rested now. Not. Yeah, as I was saying before, I used to love. Okay, so we just picked up our youngest young man from his practice of football, and we have two of our last two young men in the car. This is our fifth and sixth children that are in the car right now, and I want to ask them a question because this is mainly I want to get a young man's perspective. When you guys were younger, and let's say you had an event like let's say you had like a concert or a program, and what were you guys looking for as children when you saw the audience full of people? Were you looking for your mom or dad? What about you, Steve? And were there times that you didn't see us in the crowd?
Yes.
How did you guys feel not seeing your mom or dad? I can't hear you. You sound far. You felt bothered, sad. Why?
Because you're a parent, so I kind of wanted to see.
Because you wanted to see your parents. What? Why did you feel sad, Samuel?
You do everything.
Yeah, sure. Can you speak up too, please?
So the multiple factors I'm thinking is one because I don't think it's just support that but it was I'll say encouragement or
Encouragement.
for you that you shouldn't move with this whatever you're doing you get experience it all.
So share the hope with you. Experience it. Okay. What else?
Secondly, I was thinking I believe it's also because seeing other students with their parents there, it can cause a child to feel left out.
Feel left out. Wow. See, what about you?
So
Feel when you're at an event when you're younger at school and you saw a lot of people there with their parents and your parents were
I felt excluded because they have their parents there and my parents aren't there, so I would just want my parents to be there.
did you guys ever cry?
I kind of would have. I do not remember crying. Yeah.
Now that day came when your dad showed up. How did you feel?
I was excited.
Excited. Why were you excited?
I'm thinking of an answer right now. So you
Why were you excited to see?
because at first if I didn't see them for a while, then when you think so it's like I would have bad because they're there. I can see them.
Okay, how did you guys feel about your own family photos? Your siblings, your mom and dad doing the performance?
That was really. I guess it made the event feel like kind of like a performance. But
Performance?
yes, fine. Though I don't believe it made me feel like doing my best. It just made me feel more happy about doing what I was doing.
Okay. So someone said, "What are you doing?" We are driving and we're talking to our children, and we're talking to parents about how important it is. So we're driving right now. We're headed home. We had picked up our youngest son from his practice for sports that he plays, and we were just asking them how did they feel when they were younger, and like they expected they expected us they like there was an event, whether it's a concert or a play or something, and they were a part of it, and they didn't see their family there to support them, and yet they saw other people and their other students and their family there supporting them. How did that make them feel? The reason why I'm asking this question is because a lot of people have children and they neglect to understand that they're their children's first teachers and their children's first support net, right? And oftentimes, yes, we have to work, but we also have to sacrifice and have at least one parent or relative or
Hold on, you just said something. At least one, some home is just one parent,
right.
so it can't be,
Yes, it can.
No, listen to what I said.
Go ahead.
So if you have two parents, right? There's one that can go and be there with the child,
All
all
right.
right? If you have one parent,
and that parent have to work, pay bills and all of them things. They're not likely going to say, let them if them have a sick day or a day where them can't take off and still get paid, they're gonna do it, yes. But if they can't, they're not gonna do it because that's missing a paycheck, messing up a paycheck for them. I say, yo, I gotta pay this amount of bill this month with this check, or this week with this check. You understand? So with parents that with our household that has two parents, you know, I would advise, because even when we went to the couples thing, that's what the pastor had said. If it's a two parent household, then would advise the parents say at least one stay home with the child if you can. You
And
know,
I'm glad that you said that. So the way that a parent can stay home with a child is for you guys to have your own businesses. That's the best way. One of you guys have to have a business, if not a family business. We would highly encourage that because then you are there to support your child. You are there to show your child love. You are there to nurture your child, teach them stuff in nature. Um, so, yes, it's good to have a job, but you can try to use your job to fund your business until it takes off. Yeah, that's one thing. Because, like, we took turns being home with the children. And even because we had six, it wasn't as easy the first 4 hours home. And then we took turns. Steve was home for a short time. But it's like we need to still somehow make time. If you're not able to make it, find a relative of some sort that you know respect your values and is there to help you raise your children to, succeed, and they're not trying to like teach them the wrong aspects of life. Teach them how to do some foolishness. Just watch who you have your children around because they're very impressionable, and then you can't get upset if you have them around a auntie or uncle that does some interest in stuff, and then the child starts displaying his interest in stuff. You're like, where you got it from? Do you need water? Yeah, you do. Let me give you some water. I can tell them icy water. There you go. Yeah. So it's very important. A lot of people want children but don't want to take care of children. They want to have children to say, I have a child, but not doing the bare necessities to take care of that child. That was look short. Would you agree with that? Someone said, wait, what? What are you doing? Batman? Who's Batman? Who is this person? Is it Fritz? Who's Fritz World?
oh no. But just keep going.
Yeah,
I mean, you talk to parents who still ever link on and see the value of it, see the value of it.
yeah, that's true.
But having children is not an easy task. Whenever nobody got getting the books of how to raising the children. You understand? So it's go in and learn type of thing. Whatever your parents, if your parents are good parents, um, taught you or showed you what to do, like take care of your siblings of how to change your nappy, change your diaper, nappy. You know what I'm
Or did
saying?
not, okay,
You know
so
how to change your diaper, how to um bath them while they're at work as parents. Because even back in Jamaica, um when the parent go to work, the older one would help out. You understand me? If the mother is at home all day, the older one come home and help the mother. You understand? If it's that the child they have to go to the store to get some things so the mother could cook food or have stuff for the next day where the mother could have to take care of the younger one plus prepare the food for the child and the father, you know, get everything in a orderly fashion where everybody could be comfortable. I mean, that's that's how it is, how it should be. Back in Jamaica, that's how we learn what to do,
But
how to help out with the children.
but then also, even if your parents did not teach you certain things, sometimes we have an innate thing, something inside of us say, no, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids were able to see where their parents didn't do it right, whether it's they were at other relatives' house and saw a different way, or their friend's house, or they did their own research, which is rare. But there are things that our parents were supposed to teach us that they may not have. Um, some kids are so resilient that, like, there's a scenario, a story of a man that had twin boys, right? And he was an alcoholic. So the father's an alcoholic. He has two boys that are twins. One became an alcoholic and one became a heart surgeon. And when they took like, they asked them why, they asked individual boys, like, why did you become a doctor, a heart surgeon, and why did you become an alcoholic? And one of the brothers said, because my father was an alcoholic, so I became an alcoholic. Far extreme, like, let me save people's lives because I see what the outcomes of it are. So there are times your family may not show you the best avenue or the best way to do things, but now as you grow up, you say, wait a minute, that wasn't done right. Let me make sure I do it right for mine. Everyone should always have an innate ambition to do better than themselves for their children and for their relatives or their grandchildren. Everyone should always strive to have their children do better than them, never to mimic them. Like, if you want your child to mimic you, something's wrong.
Yep.
You always want your child to do like 10 steps better than you. Like, I've always wanted to sing, and I think I've mastered that in the bathroom. However, the Lord, Steve, the Lord has magnified the gifts and talents of singing in our children to the next level. Like, our children, to the grace and glory and the honor of God, they're able to sing. And make sure when you go home, you eat the garlic and the honey. Were you outside in the
I
cold or
hope you
something?
not drink from the same back where them you that drink from now.
So why are you coughing like
I'm
that?
just a tell you.
From last week? Is that when you went outside? Okay, so you've been eating the garlic full of outside vinegar, garlic over that. Yes, it does. So you're coughing. All right, so I'm telling you how to help with the coughing. Yes, I know, like, this is a life thing with a child, mother talking to their child. So there are times where, you run your children, they coughing and sniffling. You gotta let them know what they should take to help with it. So our youngest is in the car coughing. He plays football. There are times they had them outside and it was raining and they had to play. That can cause young man to. But we tell them my husband made a jar of honey with sliced garlic, and you could put some red onions in it, and you just chew it and eat it, and that should help get rid of any mucus and cough and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So the reason I'm going through all this is because, as an educator, it really grieves my spirit to see how some of these children, parents didn't even, like, they let these children run loose. They thought it was cute when they were doing this and that when they were younger, and now the child is still have the behavior as if they were in elementary school or preschool, and they want us as educators to baby these children who they've allowed to feel entitled and don't want to do anything, and they're the future.
You're not my mom. My mom allowed me to do this. So who are you to come tell me I can't do this? You're not my mom. You understand me? That's the type of attitude that kids give to teachers.
Yep.
When at school, the teacher is actually the peer.
Supposed to be, if they respect the teacher, but the thing too, if they don't respect their parent, it's hard for them to respect us as a stranger.
Yeah.
My concern too is these children do not know the basic arithmetic, the basic read and write and spelling, nothing. But they just disrespectful. And there are a few parents that actually would hold their children accountable. The rest of them are like, you
Well,
know,
even the parent that holds them accountable, those parents you can know say either their mother and father made sure that they,
yep,
doing what they had to do when they're younger, or the grandparents is still in the child's life,
yeah,
because a lot of time that the child that's there with the grandparent as the parent go to work is a more respectful child than a child that don't have the grandparent there, and a lot of parents tend to um tell their own parent, oh, don't discipline my child. I don't want my child to be raised like how you raised me. And a lot of time them not understand the reason why them parent did that give them the slashing them did that get on all them things is because they saw that they were going in some bad ways. You understand me? And when they reach adulthood, or somebody putting on them head, oh, you're an adult now, you don't have to listen to your parents. That's when them start act funny. Or the system get
nah,
involved.
they were doing it before the adulthood.
Or the system get involved, and then they feel like, well, mommy and daddy can't touch me or tell me what to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. And them get in a trouble. You understand me? And then once again, they're back at mommy and daddy's home, asking for forgiveness or help and so forth. And kids just need to understand, because I'm not going to say I was perfect, but time make you learn. You know, time is a thing will make you learn a lot, because if you through your life I do so much things that's negative and not getting good results, and then you're getting old and you're still repeating the same thing, and you know you have children and you still do the same thing, and them look on that and I say, you know what, me I gonna be a bad man like daddy, me I gonna do this like mommy. you know some parents that was doing that, they change their ways and talk to their kids, let them kids know, yo, listen, I used to do that, but I had to stop because of such and such. It wouldn't it I would them child look at and respect it, because they say, let me stop my fool. If mommy and daddy did that, they change, I could change as well.
I mean, something the Bible says that children want correction. A child after themselves is bring shame to their parents, to the mother. Like, all children want to be told what to do because they don't know. But when the child is to grow up too fast because of that the parent or the relative place them in, it I mean, in Texas, we have another location in North Carolina and one more in Maryland. So hopefully you are seeking a place where God can minister to you and help you to grow in Him wax strong. We give you glory, honor, praise, Lord, in Jesus' name, amen. God bless.